Mother Liliana of Paradise speaks of purity, inter alia, as the virtue that makes room for the Spirit who dwells in us, and that in inner solitude speaks to us, opens unlimited horizons of light, the whole world makes us friend. The words of Mother Lilian remind us the incredible mystery of the Church that makes visible the plan of love for humanity, thought by God from eternity. In His great bounty, God thought it was not sufficient to create man as a masterpiece of the universe. He wanted that humans would live somehow His same life, a divine life. The good news announced by the Church from almost 2,000 years is that the death and resurrection of Jesus has earned for us the love of God that has been poured into our hearts through the Holy Spirit who was given to us. The life of God is love. When man is immersed, overwhelmed, and shocked by this boundless love showed by God when Jesus loved him until the end comes out of himself. Only the pure love of God makes us go into ecstasy. In other words, God in Jesus, through the Holy Spirit love, acts in the depths of man to deify him. It's just the determination to defend at any cost this divine life in us to demand the virtue of purity. Dear friends, the purity acts on two different fronts. First of all, it acts into the human heart to free it from what hinders divine life's growth. Second, it defends divine life against attacks that come from outside. Let's give now a more closely look at this dual action, starting off from the second. Only purity can defend the presence and action of God in us from external attacks. To better understand what we are going to say, I want to tell you the story of Kotaki Wamura. The whole world was in some way the spectator of the terrible devastation caused by the tsunami originated from the earthquake that at its epicenter a few miles from the northeastern coast of Japan last March 11, 2011. The images of destruction and death have torn apart our hearts. Within this immense tragedy, the story of Kotaki Wamura struck me. Kotaki Wamura, mayor of Kyūdai, a village of 3,000 souls on the northeastern coast of Japan, in the 70s built a barrier of 18 meters to defend his village by the waves of the sea. In the realization of this project, Wamura was hampered not only by his political opponents, but the same citizen of Kyūdai who could not understand the reason for such a colossal work, given that the near villages got only a 6 meters high barriers, criticized him. But neither criticism, nor ridicule, nor scorn, nor the unjust accusation stopped him. The fact is that while the March 11th tsunami destroyed almost everything all around, Kyūdai came out virtually unscathed due to the barrier built by Wamura. Now, my friends, his grave is covered with flowers brought by his fellow citizens to honor him because thanks to his wisdom and his bravery, their lives and their homes were saved. This beautiful story, my friends, seemed to me as a metaphor of what happens on a spiritual level with the message of purity of the white Queen of the Lilies. My friends, evil, like a tsunami of gigantic proportions, leaves behind only death and destruction. Mother Liliana in the Star of Purity writes, muddy lava floods humanity, a vortex of impure flames enveloping the world, flames that destroy the loving plan of the Creator for the creature, flames that profane the divine image imprinted in the human heart, flames that kill life and the joy communicated by the breath of God to the soul, flames that foster rebellions and escapes from the house of the Father, flames that break the unity of the family, flames that burn the purity of morals, flames that poison the inexperienced youth, turning his heart into a ruin and a shameful market of sin. The holy hope to stop this rampant tsunami of immorality is, according to Mother Liliana, the white Queen of the Lilies. Jesus wants to use his most pure mother to help humanity in danger of being overwhelmed by this flood of mud. In fact, in a verse of a hymn written by Mother Liliana, the Queen of the Lilies, for the purity of her heart, is seen as the Holy One able to face and to stop, like a formidable barrier, the spreading of evil. Therefore, strengthened by the Holy Spirit, and through the intercession of the Queen of the Lilies, Christians must build this formidable barrier, the virtue of purity, a barrier which, pay attention, my friends, does not separate the Christian from the world, but from the evil that is in the world. In fact, purity allows man to exercise a formidable control over everything that, coming through the doors of the senses, enters in his mind and in his heart, to prevent the contamination of his thoughts, emotions, and decisions by evil. More motivated than Kotaki Wamura, Christians will not be intimidated or stopped by any criticism, derision, contempt, or from unjust accusation, because they know that the stakes is love. That's why the blessed John Paul II, in the meeting with the youth in Nakivubo Stadium in Kampala, Uganda, on February 6, 1993, spoke this way: "The Pope urges you to commit yourselves to the spiritual revolution of purity of body and heart. The contemporary world needs this kind of revolution." Dear friends, in the next video, we will see how the virtue of purity works within the human heart to make room for the Holy Spirit. It's all for now. Bye, and God bless you always.